Hello learners, welcome to Iit Madras Student Community channel. Today we will be solving Iit Madras Statistics March 2022 Reattempt Qualifier paper. So let's get started. Coming to question number 1. It says the tax paid by 100 employees of a company is given in a dataset. If the tax details of 200 more employees are added to the same dataset, then which among the following about the range will hold true? Now first of all, we'll see what is a range. The range of a dataset is the difference between its largest and smallest value. The range of a dataset is given by the formula maximum minus minimum observation. Now the question says, first there were 100 employees who paid the tax. Then to the same dataset 200 more employees were added. So what will be the range and which statement would hold true? The first statement says the value of the range of the new dataset may exceed the value of the range of the previous dataset. Yes, it is true. When we add more data to the existing one, the value of range obviously exceeds the value of the previous one. So option A is correct. Option B says the range of the new dataset can be smaller than the range of the previous dataset. No, because the later existing data is more than the previous one. The range of the new data will never exceed the range of the previous dataset. This statement is also wrong. There will always be some effect on the value of the range after adding the data of 200 more employees in the table. Yeah, this one is partially true, but A is something accurate, and this being a multiple choice question, so we go with option number A. The next question says, consider various variables that describe a used Royal Enfield motorcycle. These variables include price, mileage, model type, and model year. Their values are collected for 250 used motorcycles, which are then organized in a data table. Based on this information, choose the correct options from below. Now the first option says the number of cases or observations in the data table is 4. No, it is wrong, because they have clearly mentioned that they have collected values for over 250 used motorcycles. So now the option B says the number of cases or observations in the data table is 250. Yes, it is a correct one. Option C says model type is a categorical variable. First concept of categorical variable. It is a qualitative variable and it represents characteristics. So model type is a categorical variable. Yes, it is true. Option D says price is a numerical variable. Yes, price is a quantitative data. So this option is also correct. Mileage is a categorical variable. This one is false because mileage is counted in numbers. It is a numerical variable. We even have the explanation for numerical data. It is called quantitative variable and it describes the numerical properties of cases. Coming to the next question, it says consider various variables that specifications of mobile phones in a store. These variables include the brands, internal storage, display size, price, support, and slim slot types. The specifications for different mobile phones are listed in a table. Based on the given information, choose the correct statement from the following. Now option number 1 says display size, internal storage, and price are numerical variable. We just now saw what is a numerical variable. It is basically a quantitative data. Display size is measured in inches. Internal storage is also a numerical one. We have 32 GB, 64 GB, 128 GB, and so on. And price is in rupees is also a quantitative variable. Hence option A is correct. Option B says brands of mobile phones have ordinal scale of measurement and internal storage have ratio measurement. First of all, we'll see what is an ordinal scale of measurement. The data exhibits properties of nominal data and the order or rank of data is meaningful. The scale of measurement is considered an ordinal scale. For example, if we look, each customer who visits a restaurant provides a service rating of excellent, good or poor. Now coming to the option, brands of mobile phones, for example, if we take Samsung, OnePlus, Vivo, Oppo, we cannot arrange them in a certain order, hence they don't have ordinal scale of measurement. The next part of the option says internal storage have ratio scale of measurement. Now first we'll understand what is a ratio. Ratios are also ordered units that have the same difference. These are same as internal values with the difference. Now if we see, internal storage is ratio scale of measurement. Like we have 16 GB, 32 GB, 64 and 128. It goes on doubling each time. But since the first part of the option is incorrect, the whole option gets eliminated. Now option C says brands of mobile phones have nominal scale of measurement and internal storage have ratio scale of measurement. We already saw the second half of the question in the previous option. Internal storage is ratio scale of measurement, that part is true. Now then we'll understand what is nominal scale of measurement. Now, when the data for a variable consists of labels or names used to identify the characteristic of an observation, the scale of measurement is considered to be a nominal scale. For example, name, board, gender, blood group, etc. Now they have asked of mobile phones. Yes, like we have different names, we have different blood groups, we have different brands of mobile phones. So that is a nominal scale of measurement. So the C option is correct. Option D says support 3G, 4G, 5G is a numerical variable. No, it is not. Though numbers are involved, it is not numerical. Coming to the next question. Yes. Which of the following is or are represents a cross-sectional data? What is a cross-sectional data? The data which is observed at same point or same time is called as a cross-sectional data. The option A here says rainfall recorded at 3 locations on a particular day. Yes, because at the end the data is observed for a particular day, so cross-sectional data. Option B says humidity measured daily at Chennai for 50 days. Here the days are changing, the time is changing because it's over 50 days. It is not over a particular day or a week or etc. So this is not a cross-sectional data. Recording inflation data in India from 1965 to 2010 annually. Even in this data, the years are changing drastically. It is not the same time, hence even this option gets eliminated. Stocks returns earned by shareholders of Rolex as for the year ended 31st December 2018. Here the time is fixed, that is the year end of 31st December 2018, hence it is a cross-sectional data. Coming to the question, which of the following statements is or are true? Option number A says vehicle number plate has nominal scale of measurement. Now we just saw the explanation for nominal data. It is a variable consisting of labels. So yes, number plate is also a nominal scale of measurement. Phone brand has an ordinal scale of measurement. We saw ordinal scale of measurement is basically orders, data arranged in orders. Phone brand does not have any order involved, so this option is incorrect. Amount of milk in liters is a numeric and discrete variable. We know numeric variable means quantitative variable. Now discrete variable is a new part over here. We'll see what is a discrete data. Its values are distinct and type of data can't be measured but can only be counted. Now here the amount of milk, we already have a measure here, we can measure it in liters, so this option gets eliminated. Life of a bulb in hours has a ratio scale of measurement. Yes, time is a ratio scale of measurement. Here they have particularly mentioned hours, so this is a correct option. Coming to this question, it says the data on the number of test matches played by Virat Kohli in different countries is given in the table. Which of the following graphs are suitable for the tabulated data? Now while seeing these graphs, we basically will find out they have given percent in the country. So we have to convert the above tabulated one into a percentage. So now we will take the total of this table and then we will find out percentage for each country: Australia, New Zealand, England, India and others. Now if we calculate, the percentage that exactly matches is with option number A, that is Australia turns out to be 27.78, New Zealand turns out to be 14.44, England is 23.33, India is 18.89 and others are 15.56. So option number A is correct. And we will come to option number B, but first of all, option number B is incorrect because here the pie chart has been rounded with errors. Now even if we see for others is the red one. Here others is 15.56%. They have mentioned it to be only 15. They have reduced the data. It is going to cause errors. This option gets eliminated for the pie chart. Whenever we round off numbers, it is always to the next number. So if it is 15.56, it turns out to be 16 if we are rounding off to a whole number. Yeah, coming to this part, here they have accurately mentioned the percentage, the same as we have got for the bar chart. So this pie chart is correct. This option again gets eliminated. Coming to the next question, it says the in figure represents the mark distribution of 50 students of college XYZ in the statistics quiz. We have the histogram over here. Now the question says find the approximate value of mean of the marks scored by the students. Now first we need to extract the data from the histogram. Here we have the class intervals 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and so on. And here we have the corresponding frequencies for the class intervals. Like from 10 to 20 we have it the frequency to be 2, from 20 to 30 we have the frequency to be 4. So we'll make a table of it. We'll see the solution. Yes. So these are the class intervals 10 to 20 till 90 to 100. We have the corresponding frequencies for that, and here they have asked us to find the approximate value of mean. We have to find the mean of the data. So now when the data is grouped and a continuous one, we first find out the midpoints for the intervals, which turn out to be 15, 25 and so on, and then we multiply it with the corresponding frequencies. So when we see the formula for mean, it is summation fi xi the whole upon summation fi, which is equals to 2700 upon 50, which turns out to be 54. Next question. A free mega health checkup is conducted by a clinic at Olympia Society. The systolic blood pressure of participants is listed in the table. Calculate the approximate mean value of systolic blood pressure. Here we have the table The class intervals, we have frequency and we have relative frequency. Now first we'll see what is relative frequency. The ratio of frequency to the total number of observations is called relative frequency. First we'll try to find out the total number of frequencies. For that we'll use the formula of relative frequency. As you can see, we have made the table. Now there is this property of relative frequency that sum of all the values of relative frequency are always equal to 1. From that we get the value of m, which is equals to 0.325. Now we have to let the total frequency to be a. Now for that, if we consider frequency 7 of class interval 140 to 150 for finding out the total frequency, we use the relative frequency upon total frequency, which we have considered a, is equals to relative frequency. Therefore total frequency turns out to be 40. And then we find, in similar way, we find out the values for x, y and z. X divided by 40, corresponding relative frequency was 0.1, x turns out to be 4. Y upon 40, that is total frequency, corresponding frequency, relative frequency was 0.125, y turns out to be 5. Z upon 40, corresponding relative frequency was 0.325, z turns out to be 30. Now in the question they have asked us to find the mean, which is the same way which we did in the earlier question. It is a grouped continuous data. We write down class intervals, we have found the corresponding frequencies, then we find the midpoint and then multiply it by the corresponding frequencies. The formula for mean for continuous group data is summation FIXR upon summation FR, which is 130.75. Coming to the next question, it says in a college that the gender distribution of college faculty is given in a stacked bar graph. There are 3 designations for faculty: assistant professor, associate professor and professor. The total number of assistant professors, associate professors and professors are 200, 150 and 100 respectively. Based on this information, answer the given sub-questions. Now this is our stacked bar chart. Let's see. The question says, what is the median of faculty designation? Coming to C, so that is associate professor with the highest percentage, that is 60. The option A turns out to be correct. The next question says, choose the correct option from the following statements about the dataset. The first option says gender is associated with the faculty design. Yes, because in this stacked bar chart you can see the proportion of male and female varying for different designations. So gender is associated with faculty design. Option B is eliminated. Gender is not associated with faculty design. Option C says percentage of overall male faculty in the college is 65, and option D says there is a total of 220 female faculty in the college. We will calculate for option C and D. Now the total number of associates in the college equals 200, and in that we have 50% of male and 50 of female. So the total number of male faculty turns out to be 100, and here in the option they have mentioned it to be 65, so this option gets eliminated. For option number D, we have to find the total female faculty in the college. Now as you can see, we can find for associate professor the total is 150, 60% female, 40% male. Therefore, the number of male turned out to be 60 male. The total professors are 100, in which there are 30% female and 70% male. Therefore, the total number of male turns out to be 70. So, now when we add the total male, 60 plus 70 plus 100 turns out to be 230. they have percentage they have asked. So if we see, the total percentage of male is 51.11%, which is not equal to 65%, so the option C gets eliminated. Now coming to total number of female, assistant professor female are 100, associate professors are 90, professor is 30. So when we add the total females, they turned out to be 220. So yes, option D is correct. Thank you so much.